Hello everyone, Nadeem here with PC.Solutions.Net. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about Microsoft 365 Copilot. With the last video that I created about Copilot, people ask me, what is Copilot? And I understand the confusion. So think of anything that uses AI on the back end as Copilot. And Microsoft has a bunch of different Copilots, right? So there's the Microsoft 365 Copilot. There is a Copilot Pro for Home Edition. Once you subscribe to Copilot, you'll see the little icons for Copilot appearing in all different kinds of apps, whether they're Office.com, whether it's Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, whatever you have. Each of these apps will have Copilots. Now, the way to understand Copilot is, don't think of it as one big application that has these little icons in different Office apps. Think of it as individual Copilots, but they're linked together. So a web of Copilots. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here just so you can see the different Copilots. So this one, we have Microsoft Teams, and we have Copilot in Microsoft Teams. So of course you can pin it. I pin it up here so I can ask any kind of question directly within Teams. But then you go to office.com and you see Copilot over here. So this is specific to office.com. Now this Copilot is still going to have access to everything that's in the Microsoft 365 ecosystem, documents, meetings, whatever have you, based on the level of access this user has. But these Copilots are going to be linked together. So you can ask a Copilot in Teams, for example, to give you details on a file that might be sitting in OneDrive, right? So that's how these Copilots are linked together. But to get full advantage of the system, you have to treat them as individual Copilots, but linked together. So if you want to dive deep into an Excel spreadsheet, you want to analyze a certain spreadsheet using Copilot, it's not going to be easy for you to do that from within, let's say, Teams. So let's say an Excel file is sitting in your OneDrive and you want to analyze it. The best way to do that would be to open that file in Excel and then click on the Copilot button and analyze it from there, because then you're using the specific Copilot for Excel to analyze that file. It is a little hodgepodge right now. It's kind of hard to understand how these Copilots are linked. When I first started working with Copilots, not only was it hard to understand, but also some functionality wasn't there yet. And so it was really difficult to kind of get my head around it, specifically how these different Copilots work together. What is Copilot? And when Microsoft says Microsoft 365 Copilot, is it one Copilot or is it different Copilots linked together? So think of it as different Copilots linked together. That will make it easier for you to understand. If you have any questions about Copilots, let me know. I can create individual Copilots, like a deep dive. Could be Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, whatever have you. I've been using it for some time now, and it has really improved my productivity. I've got setting enabled to where all of my meetings that I schedule are now transcribed. Of course, transcriptions are recorded. So these transcriptions then can be used by Copilot to get different facts out of these meetings. So for example, like yesterday we had our weekly meeting, and after the meeting was done, I just asked Copilot, hey, give me minutes of the meeting and tell me what the action items were. And not only did it give me the minutes of the meetings, which pretty much any AI can do, but the action items, it understood the different people who had committed to their action items. So it kind of laid that out. All I had to do was copy, paste, and send an email out, or just tell Copilot, hey, create an email around these action items that I can send to these people. Boom, done. So it makes life a lot easier. That repetitive so to speak, grunt work. It takes care of that. So you can then focus on the bigger things and let Copilots/AI handle the little things, the repetitive things. Hopefully that makes it a little easier to understand. The main key point that I would say is think of Copilots as individual Copilots in all these different apps, but linked together. So think of it as a web of Copilots as opposed to one big Copilot. Everybody, see you next time. Have a great day.